Is this the ultimate fall palette? Let's find out. I don't really be buying from Tarte. I think the only thing that I have is the concealer and that's it. But I do think they stepped out of the box with this one. I was so excited to get my hands all over this palette. You have no clue. This baby, it's $52. They did went up in price, but hopefully it's worth it. It is made in Taiwan and I really love the packaging. Look at that. It feels nice, heavy duty. Looks. If you know me, you know that besides pink and red, I'm obsessed with the combination of black and gold. That's like my thing. When we open this cutie up, look at that. It comes with this little paper. I don't know why I like the name so much. Maneater. Everything inside, it's warm neutrals, gold, coppers, and berry. It's totally given holidays and it's perfect for day to night looks. Getting 11 mattes that I'm sure you know which ones they are. Feels super creamy to the touch. They swatch pretty nice. They're not patchy, no skipping. We're also getting 4 sheens. They're supposed to be metallic shades, which is Insaciable. Then we have Fantasy, Night Out, and Nocturnal. Let me swatch them. They're super buttery and look at that. Wow, that's one that will literally travel a mile away down your arm. No way. This one is Fantasy. Look at that green. And then this one, it's a brown. And then the last one, it's Nocturnal. Is this pretty berry, plumpy shade. Everything we need is right here. And then the rest of the shades are shimmery shades. This one, those 2, this one. You're getting 9 in total. To the touch, they do feel a little bit looser, more like powdery, but they look so cute. This is one. Wow. Hell yeah, this is a lot more in your face than this one's. See, right now I'm swatching this too, and this too, they're not so powdery like this one's. Even though the application with the finger is gonna give it to you because that looks so, oh, I love it. This palette is making me so happy. This one is the other one. Oh my gosh. What is that? That's foiled. Like, no way. Some shimmers, they're a lot more intense than the other ones. Like, look at this shade. Like, that is a amber shimmer. It is this one right here, heated. But what the heck? I have to swatch it again right here because no. This on your lid, baby, you're gonna look popping. See, but the one next to it, it's not so much like this one. So now I want to swatch the other ones because now I'm like, what? Can they all be like that? This one, it's like this one, but pink, which is the shade Feline Myself. The one down here. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm obsessed. Oh. And then now let's just swatch this one and the last one. This one right here, it is very soft. This one. But it's still pretty. You know what? Let's swatch the 2 darkest matte shades, which is this one. And of course, the black. And the black. See, when it comes to the mattes, you have to build them up, but they do build up fast, which is a good thing, to be honest with you, because you don't want to end up messing up your look because you end up picking a little bit too much, especially of the black. So you know that this is something that you can just go little by little and you don't have to worry about being too much. But hey, as you can see, everything in here, it's given what it's supposed to give. Now let me bring you all up in my grill and let me show you really quick how I created this look. With the E29 from Rose and Ben's Beauty, I'm going to be picking up this shade, Enamor. I'm going to be putting the names of all the shades that I'm going to be using down here. I'm going to have to clip my hair. So you saw me already prepping my eye a millions of times. I use the same base from Jera Cosmetics. I'm basically applying the shade all over my lid. I'm bringing it out, so you do see it. I'm picking up a little bit more, and I'm going to apply it very close to my brow bone. So far, this first shade that we use is nice and pigmented, the same way it looks right here on the pen. It's looking on the eye. Now with the E29 from Rose and Ben, we're going to be picking up this shade, Desire. And I'm going to be packing the shade right on my crease, but only halfway in. So we're going to start right here in the inner part of the eye. And we're going to pack it, and we're going to stop right on the center of the lid. So I see the color right away, but I am going to build it up a little bit more. And this is the perfect yellow for fall. Wow. And this one is a matte marigold. This is all you're gonna get out of this shade right here, and so far they're giving the exact color on the eye. I'm wiping off the same brush, and we're gonna go in with this matte terracotta shade right here. Now we're gonna be doing the same thing that we did with this yellow, but we're gonna be doing it right here on the outside part of the eye. So I'm gonna be building it up right here on my crease. And then with whatever I have left on my brush, I'm going to start bringing it out. Back with the first brush and the first shade. And I'm using this to blend the edges of the shade that we just applied. And also the yellow. So this shade looks a little patchy right there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I'm gonna reapply a little bit more because we lost a little bit of pigment. So I'm gonna need another brush with the same shape of the E28. See how it's like pinchy and flat? So I'm gonna be using the one from BK Beauty, the 206. See how they have almost the same shape? But the one from BK Beauty, it's smaller. So now we're gonna need something a little darker so we can start giving the eye some type of depth. So I'm gonna be going in with Allure. It is a matte cinnamon brown. And I'm applying this right here on my outer V. And I'm gonna keep it below the crease. Boom. And I'm applying this right here on my outer V. And I'm gonna make sure that I keep it below the crease. Now with whatever I have left on my brush, because remember, most or all the pigmentation is gonna go where you first place your brush. That's the reason why I always tell you to start all your shades right here on the outer V. Your looks are gonna end up a lot cleaner. You're gonna have a lot less mistakes. So whatever I have left right here, I'm gonna start patting and dragging outwards like I did with the other shade. And I'm barely touching my skin. I'm doing this very softly. Back with the E29 and the shade that we were using before. And we're gonna apply right here in between the dark shade that we just applied right here on the outer V, and then the shade that we applied before that now you see it peeking through up there. I'm gonna do a little patting motion right in between those two shades. So this is gonna blend the edges of this darker shade, and at the same time I'm reapplying whatever color I lost. Now I'm gonna go back with my big fluffy brush. I don't have anything on it, and I'm just using it to blend everything right here by my brow bone. And I'm just doing little slow circular motions. Now we're gonna need a little tiny blending brush. I'm gonna be using this one from BK Beauty and Angie Hat and Flashy. This one is the A504, but you see how tiny it is? If you are familiar with the mini booster from Sonia G, this one is small. And we're gonna pick up a little bit of the black. Make sure you dust your brush really good before it touches your eye. And we're gonna apply this right here in the lower part of the outer V, right there. That's the only place where we're gonna apply the black. And you're gonna start using it to blend this black. So right on top of it, you're gonna start doing slow circular motions. And then just have a little bit of patience, stay there for a little bit. And you're gonna see how pretty it's gonna look. See how you can see all three shades that I have right here on my outer V. You see the black, you see the cinnamon shade, and the terracotta shade right on top. And then now I'm going back with the E29 and I'm using whatever I have left on my brush from when we applied the dark cinnamon shade. And I'm just gonna do a little patting motion right where the black ends, right here. So basically in between the black and the dark brown. So now we're gonna be using the E28 from Rose & Ben's Beauty again, but we're gonna make sure we clean it really good. And I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this yellow gold and we're just gonna reapply right here. And I'm gonna go over these colors, but I'm not gonna pass the center of the lid. I'm literally just going on top of them by a pinch. Now with the Ref 02 brush, I'm gonna be picking up the shade Fantasy. This is a emerald green sheen. And I'm gonna apply this right on the center of my lid. So this one looks pretty, but I thought it was gonna be a lot more intense. I'm gonna bring it towards my crease, but I'm not gonna pass it. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. I know that if we wet this shade, it's gonna give a lot more. But I don't want it to look too crazy neither. Perfect. Now with the Worker Pro from Sonia G, we're gonna be picking up Heartbreaker. This one is a gold shimmer. And I'm gonna be applying it right here in the inner part of the eye. This is how it looks dry. It's not really giving. So let's wet the brush. Let's see now. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, that looks cute, but I'm looking for something a little bit lighter. So I'm not sure if I should go with this one or this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm just gonna apply right on top. See, this is not lighter. It's just like a little bit more orangey. But it's okay, I like it. I'm gonna leave it like this. Yes, I already finished up my other eye. I'm not trying to have it here for 100 years long. Let me go finish up my complexion and I'll be back for the lower lash. Alright, babes, so my face is done and looking flawless. Let me bring you up and show you really quick how I did this lower lash. I'm loving this look. It looks so sultry, so sexy. I'm feeling like a bad bitch. Don't mind me. I know you're gonna feel like one too. This is the brush that we're gonna be using for the lower lash. The BK Beauty, the A504. You do need something tiny, a detail brush. The brush that I always use for my lower lash, it's the Flat Definer from Sonia G, but I really been liking this one. So we're basically gonna use all the matte shades that we use on the lid on the lower lash. We're gonna start with the first shade, this one, and we're gonna just blend it along the lower lash. With the same brush, we're gonna be going into this one, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna apply it along the lower lash. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. One thing that I'm not enjoying about this palette is that this mirror is so on my way. It stays like that, and I just wish that it went all the way back. Now we're gonna pick up a little bit of this yellow gold shade, and you don't have to really clean your brush in between shades. They're all going into the same place, one on top of the other one. So like I have to keep putting this down and grab my other mirror because I am going to be bringing this yellow a little bit more down because I want to peek in through when I apply the rest of the shades. Now I'm going to be using my Ref 02 because I have it handy. Something that is a little bit more precise. See, this is not a blending brush. And I'm going to be going in with this shade. And we're going to be stamping the shade on top of the lower lashes, only in the inside part. And we're going to bring it halfway in. Now with the same brush, I'm picking up a little bit of the black and I'm going to be stamping it on the outside part of my lower lash. Right on top of the lashes. Alright, babe. So we are done with the eye look. This look is so dramatic that, look at this. You don't even need lashes. But if you want the look to be even more dramatic and sexier, go ahead and put your lashes. I'm going to go apply my mascara. Oh my gosh. I just dropped a bunch of shit right here in the room and I was just picking it up. For my blush, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it from over there, but I have like a little hint of yellow. Of course, we went in with Scott Barnes. Nobody doesn't like him when it comes to yellow blush. We know that. We are done with the application part of this video. If you like the look, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, Tarte, I see you. Wow, wow. They killed it with this palette. I would have never thought that I was gonna be able to create such a pretty look with a Tarte palette. It is what it is, but I really love this one. I know I'm gonna be using it a lot, especially through this season. This is pretty much everything you need for falls. I love how every single shade, it's buttery, pigmented. I love the fact that they're super easy to blend, but at the same time they're really buildable, which makes it super beginner and pro friendly. Love the idea that there's something here for everybody and every mood. You have the beautiful shimmery shades that they're super pretty but settle in case you don't like the super extra look, or maybe you're not in the mood for the super dramatic metallic shades. They're foiled. I do think that we need something a little lighter when it comes to either the shimmers or the metallic shades, something for the tear duct. I was able to maneuver applying this one, which is the lightest shade out of the whole palette, and I do like how it looks. In case you don't want to use nothing matte in your tear duct, you can just pick up any highlighter that you have handy and it's still gonna look good. Besides that, every single shade in here, it's a dream, and it gave me no fallout. I was really impressed about that. But this is definitely a 10 out of 10. You need it in your life. I totally recommend. But alright, babe, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this palette? Do you like it? You don't like it? And don't forget that I love you to the moon and back. Mwah! See you on the next one.